The Yankees swept the series for the first time in over a month. Gerrit Cole looked fantastic, and it's Fan Mail Friday, so let's get to it.
You are Locked On Yankees, your daily New York Yankees podcast. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Well, hello there. Happy Friday. I'm Stacey Gotsulias. He's Brian McKeon. This is Locked On Yankees. And on today's show, we're going to preview the weekend series against the Blue Jays because the Yankees are seeing them again, this time at home. It's also Fan Mail Friday. We'll be answering your questions about the Yankees. But first, the Yankees do something that they haven't done in over a month. They actually sweep a series.
Yeah, and game 3 was, kind of unexpected with the way that they've played in the last 2 months, where kind of expected this to be like a getaway, not a getaway day, but a getaway game where, you kind of win the series and take what you get and go away into the night and lose this game. And they quite frankly dominated the Orioles in this game. Orioles really didn't show up and led by the pitching, honestly, which is great. I mean, it's been a story throughout the entire season, but you got 6 runs out of this game, which has been rare for the Yankees. So I believe this is the first time since July 9th and 10th, which is actually the same weekend of the series that they last swept, that the Yankees have scored more than 5 runs in 2 consecutive games. So, I mean, really, really positive sign. Not that the Orioles are world beaters when it comes to their pitching staff, but really, really positive sign. Plus, Tampa Bay lost. So you gained a game on Tampa as well. So really, really good day.
Good. I didn't even know that. So that's good. So what did we say we needed? We needed a longish outing from Gerrit Cole, which we got. 6 innings, 4 hits, 1 run. The 1 run.
Yeah, the home run. It happens.
But who was this Beavers guy and how has he hit 2 home runs in 2 days? I don't understand. But anyway, 1 walk.
I would say, did you feel this way with Gerrit Cole too towards the end of the start? I was hoping they would get a 7th inning out of him, or maybe 6 1/3, because he was economical with the pitch count, but the long at bat at the end of the 5th inning was kind of what got him.
I think so. Yeah, because I was sitting there looking at the pitch count and I was like, yeah, I think that's what got him too. 1 walk, 8 strikeouts, and his ERA is down to 3.11.
He's been terrific. I mean, really, it was the first couple of starts off of Tommy John where he really kind of had to settle in a little bit. Since then, he's been excellent, Stacey. I mean, he's been so good for them. So another just typical Gerrit Cole start, and that's not in a negative sense whatsoever. Just a really great performance. Kept them in it, dominated, really good start. And then we got to clap it up, though, for Ryan Yarborough and what he did. I mean, he saved the team, really. I mean, they were up a lot, but I mean, the bullpen had nothing, Stacey.
Yes, that was the biggest fear because they had to pitch 5 innings in the first 2 games of this series.
Yeah.
And you were hoping that Cole would go long enough and that the offense would score enough where they wouldn't have to use the guys that they've used over the last few days. And that's exactly what happened. And then not only that, but Yarborough was able to throw 3 innings, scoreless, 9 up, 9 down, 4 strikeouts. Just a really good performance by him in this game.
The classic 3-inning save, which is the old school for baseball. But he's been terrific really for a while. And I do think I wouldn't call it a piggyback because Gerrit Cole did go 6 innings, but for the sake of the argument, let's call it a piggyback for now. It's such a different look from what Gerrit Cole provides to the Orioles that it makes Ryan Yarborough so effective. I mean, his fastball is sitting at 86. It's really hard to go from a fastball sitting at 86 from Gerrit Cole's 99. Right. So the off-balance nature the Orioles had, and you could tell, I mean, they had nothing against Yarborough in this game. And
no.
It just, I mean, we talk about the sport now, Stacey, being all about velocity and all about guys throwing as hard as they possibly can. There's room for these guys, too, that work on pure location and deception and stuff. And he was just, I mean, he really did save their bacon. They didn't have to use any other bullpen arms. And we talked about it earlier. They had no room for that. So, I mean, he gave them exactly what they needed. Let's
go back to Cole for a second. So he passed Roger Clemens on the Yankees all-time strikeout list. Pretty cool. Good. Yeah. He's
a day
amazing.
For a day for strikeout achievements. For sure. Jacob deGrom and his 2000th career strikeout. today as well. So pretty cool day for strikeout achievements. How is Gerrit Cole only 12th on the Yankee list, though?
There are a lot of guys with strikeouts.
I guess so. I mean, it feels like Gerrit Cole's been here for a while, though, right?
Yeah.
I'd assume numbers like probably 11 through like 7 or 8 are probably like pretty jammed.
Well, when
close,
was
right?
his first season was the shortened one, right? In 2020.
Yeah.
And then there was another
and he has a fully missed season too with Tommy.
He has a fully missed season, 2021. Like there were a couple of things there that, he had the hamstring issue in 2021. Like, yeah, there were some instances where, so that's why, missing the full season last year and into this season too, because if he didn't, he'd be higher up on that list because he's striking people out,
Yeah. Next is Al Downing, who's a 1,028 strikeouts, so he's close to that. He's not that far off, but I mean, wow, the numbers here are just crazy. Yeah, good for Gerrit Cole though. Awesome stuff.
So the offense scored in different ways, which is good to see because that's what you want. You want a mix. I mean, you don't mind seeing home runs, but you like seeing guys get on base ahead of those home runs and have them not just be solo home runs. You like to see people hit singles and then a triple scores them. You like to see guys who haven't gotten a hit at all as a Yankee finally get a hit and a run driven in. Well done, Elliot Ramos.
Should have been a home run.
Yeah, I know. Luis Garcia Jr. hits a home run. He had the home run in that one game that they ended up losing that he put them ahead and it was all that. But he's been kind of slow too. And it's kind of funny that those two guys did something on Thursday night because I saw something on, I think it was either on Blue Sky or Threads, where they were talking about, Cashman's acquisitions are not doing well. And the fact that they got 2 big hits tonight made me happy.
Garcia Jr. 3 hits on the night too. He's had an awesome night at the plate. How about Spencer Jones's home run too, going the other way to left field? I mean, the power that was out in the old Orioles ballpark before they moved all the walls. I mean, in out. They've moved the walls 1,000 times, but that's been a home run in every iteration of Camden Yards to the opposite side of the field. So really, really impressive stuff there. I do want to highlight one thing. After Jazz gets the triple, Stacey, the base running was just atrocious. I don't. With 1 out, why is he running on contact? Now it didn't hurt the Yankees, but I mean, come on, man. Baseball IQ. I mean, the infield's in, and the contact was to the pitcher, and you're running on contact with 1 out. I mean, what are we doing?
Yeah, that was. If that were something that happened in a 2-1 game, it'd be a lot more annoying than a 6-1 game.
Especially because the next hit was Spencer. The next at bat was a Spencer Jones base hit up the middle.
Right. And
so, I mean, it would have scored him easily.
Yeah. So Jones factored in a few times because he scored the first run. He hit the home run. Rice got his 80th run driven in on the season because just like we all predicted, Ben Rice is up to 34 home runs and 80 runs driven in on the season.
Absolutely.
Just amazing performance from him this year. Like I said, Ramos got that double and his first run driven in for the Yankees. So good for him. Luis Garcia's home run was his 25th of the year, which was nice because he got the run back after Cole gave up the home run to Beavers. And then the Yankees just kept scoring and it didn't really matter.
Brings up an interesting point too, Stacey. I wonder what they do with when Bellinger's available, which looks like it might be Sunday. I wonder what they wind up doing and who they send down, because Spencer Jones has been a really, really solid player, both in the field and with the bat. OPS is close to 700 now. I wonder if they send him down. Like, they showed a huge vote of confidence in him sending Dominguez down over Jones when they made that day where they had like 19 transactions. I wonder what they wind up doing. Do they keep him as their 4th out? Do they send Ramos down, who's not hitting? Like it's a really interesting case because Spencer Jones has played really well for this team.
Yeah, I'm glad I don't have to make that decision for the Yankees because it's not an easy one. I mean,
before we fully break it down, and we'll have time to do that, do you think you'd send Ramos down? Like, without fully thinking about it, like on an instant reaction, do you think you'd send Ramos down?
I
don't really feel comfortable with how Jones has played sending him down. Like, he doesn't deserve that.
No, I don't want to send him down at all. Like, I don't want Jones going down at all. No.
It's interesting. It really is. They're going to have a tough decision to make.
Yeah. It's not us. Thank goodness. But
Yes.
good job by the Yankees. The pitching, the hitting, the coming out and not rolling over for the final game of a series. Because as you said, this has kind of been their MO for the past month and a week, where if they are winning a series and it's the 2 first games, that third game
is a day off.
Almost always is a letdown for them. And this was a good surprise in a way, because I know Cole was pitching, so that helped the odds, but to see the offense come out the way that they did was a good thing, because also Boone with the lineup, good job not punting there either.
Yeah, I actually think it showed urgency to win the game, knowing where they're at in the standings, which is, again, not a common theme they've had in the Aaron Boone era. So I'm really proud of the way they handled this game, because getting a series sweep here, again, we don't expect a sweep series, but you had to get this win here, especially if the Rays lose. You had to get the win here. So really, really good job.
All right. Well, coming up, it's Fan Mail Friday. We're going to be answering questions from our insiders and everydayers, and there is a trivia question directed at you. We're going to get to that in a bit.
I was juggling a couple different apps the other day, and then I realized to myself, why don't I just use our friends at Clutch Parlays, because that is their expertise. Instead of going to multiple different apps to check different injuries and betting lines, I can see it all in one with our friends at Clutch Parlays. And a little bit of bonus there is they give you data to back their bets. Maybe you want to do a double for a star player that night. They can give you the percentage of what they hit on for that exact bet. And that's why I love our friends at Clutch Parlays. But here's the offer for you. Find the best line and build smarter parlays. Track every bet and make more informed betting decisions, all with ClutchParlays.com. Right now, Clutch Parlays is offering a great deal for Locked On listeners. Your first month free on a monthly plan. They want to make sure that you get a real chance to try it out and see what it can do for you. Go to ClutchParlays.com today and use code Locked On to claim it. ClutchParlays.com. Bring together live odds, line shopping, predictions, bet tracking, analytics in one place so you can bet with more confidence.
Can we talk about one of the more underrated organs in your body? It's your liver. It's your body's filter, processing everything you consume and performing more than 500 functions each day. It's involved in things like energy production, digestion, fat metabolism, and vitamin storage, so it's doing a lot of work behind the scenes. That's why giving your liver daily support can be an important part of building healthy habits. Dose for Your Liver is a clinically backed liver health supplement designed to support daily liver function. And unlike taking another capsule or drinking another powder, Dose comes as a liquid 2-ounce daily shot that tastes like fresh squeezed orange juice. It's zero sugar, it's zero junk, and 0 calories, making it an easy addition to your daily routine. I'd probably take Dose first thing in the morning. I already have a routine where I'm grabbing my coffee, checking my phone, and getting ready for the day, so it would just fit right in. It's one of those things that's so quick you don't really have to think about it. You just do it and move on. Ready to give your liver the support that it deserves? Head over to dose.com/LockedOnMLB or enter LockedOnMLB to get 35% off your first subscription. Your body does so much for you. Let's do something for it. That's DOSCDAILY.co/LockedOnMLB for 35% off your first month subscription. We want to thank you guys for making Locked On Yankees your first listen of the day and for making Locked On the #1 sports podcast network. You can check us out all over social media at Locked On Yankees, all one word, on Instagram, or Locked_On_Yankees on TikTok. Stacey, we get to the Fan Mail Friday portion of our show after Yankees complete a sweep over the Orioles. And we started off with Betty. You can go ahead and read it.
Okay. If we had to go into the playoffs with today's roster, which of these would be more detrimental? No consistent offense or a bullpen that's getting overused because starters aren't going deep enough into the game? Go Yankees.
I wouldn't blame starters not going deep enough. I think it's, to be honest with you, I think it's just a Will Warren problem. He's the one that really definitely doesn't give them enough length. But overall, they do get pretty decent length from their starters, Stacey. So I wouldn't blame it on that. Yes, a bullpen that's not well.
No, rested, but she's asking she's not saying that, but she's saying out of those two scenarios, which would be more detrimental in the playoffs?
A bullpen for sure. Because even if the offense is not doing much, if they can get 2 runs, you can win a playoff game 2-1. But if you don't have a good bullpen, they're not going to be able to get you through that game. So bullpen for sure. They're used a lot in the postseason. You're going to need it for sure. Let's go to David F., who says, I'm a big fan of the Yankees' hometown radio broadcast. Susan and Dave are fantastic. Thankfully, the Yankees don't have a great deal of turnover. Given your positions in media, who are your favorite baseball broadcast teams?
Well, I mean, I only really I only really watch the Yankees, so I don't really I've listened to or watched other broadcasts, and there's some booths out there that are like homerific and kind of bad, and I like the combination of K, Cone, Girardi, K, Cone, O'Neill, because that's a funny combination because Cone and O'Neill tend to gang up on K. But I really like Joe Girardi in the booth. I think he has a lot of good information to talk about.
I couldn't agree with you more, actually. I agree with you wholeheartedly. There's a lot of booths in baseball that are just, I mean, I get it. It's a home team broadcast, but I mean, there are some booths where like they're openly rooting for a specific
like
team.
They're literally like saying, get out to a home run. And you're just sitting there going,
I know it's not a national broadcast, but come on. I will be honest with you, and I know you're not going to, I don't think you'll totally disagree with me, but I loved Joe Buck on baseball. Just because Joe Buck on baseball, for me, at least for my generation, feels like a big game when he's calling it. So the fact that he stepped away from baseball really upsets me because I loved him on baseball broadcasts. But I will agree with you wholeheartedly. I love Joe Girardi on the broadcast. I think he's terrific. I honestly do. He's been so good. He's so informative. He also thinks of a lot of things to set, like in moments. He's very clearly watching the game like a manager. But I like that a lot of managers fail to vocalize what's going through their head as they're watching the game. He's done a great job of doing that, where he's actually letting you know what he's thinking in that moment. And I love getting like that inside in-depth look at what a manager is thinking through the actual moment of the game. So he also does have a jokey element too, where him and Kay do go back and forth a little bit too. So I actually think Girardi's terrific in the booth. So I would keep that absolutely.
Yeah. Our next question is from Evan. Here we go. As of Thursday before the game, David Bednar had pitched 56 1/3 innings. Fernando Cruz had pitched 52 1/3 innings. Which one will end the season with the most innings pitched?
I don't know, but I'm going to say Cruz.
I think so too.
Boone uses him a lot.
I'm surprised. Really, I was actually surprised it's only 52 1/3 because it feels like more.
Yeah. He struggled too over the last couple weeks. I don't think it's been highlighted too much, but he really has struggled. So
yeah.
But yeah, Boone uses him a lot. So I could absolutely see there being a scenario where he's used a lot in the rest of the season.
Yeah.
Let's hear from Ethan. He says, if either of you had a kid that made it to the majors but was on the Red Sox or another annoying team, would you be able to root for that team or at least tolerate them more? I'm also curious about Brian's answer, if it was about hockey and not baseball.
I was thinking about this when I saw this. All right. What would you do if you had a child who was drafted to the Islanders?
I wouldn't support it. Like,
I knew it.
I'm not saying that as a joke. I really hope that I'm a dad one day, and I really want to be one, and I hope to be the best dad in the world. I don't know if I could support it. There's so much about the Rangers that is attached with me, like family wise.
Right.
Like I went to so many Ranger games with my dad and have so many special moments with my family that are involved around the Rangers. I would be so proud of my son getting drafted to the Islanders. So proud. I don't know if I could emotionally handle it. Like, I genuinely don't know if I could emotionally handle it. Like, I mean that. I'll tell you this. Like, I would go to Islanders games to watch my kid.
Right.
And I would root for my child. I would not root for my kid. I would not root for not to have success.
Of course.
I would hope that my kid has 3 goals and 6 points every night, and the Islanders lose 8-6. Like, I can't stand that franchise.
Oh, that's so funny.
And if if my kid was good and the Islanders offered him an extension, I would beg him not to take it, because I would hope that he gets traded somewhere. And I know it's a business, but if they're going to give him an extension, that means someone else is going to give him an extension. I would literally rather my kid play for any other team in sports than the Islanders. I would hate the Red Sox. I could live with it. The Islanders would upset me so much. I really couldn't handle it.
Yeah, I'm glad I never had a kid and that I wouldn't have to think about this ever happening, because I don't know if I can handle my child going to the Red Sox. I mean, I would support my child, obviously, but
I'll tell you this: there's no shot that I'd wear an Islanders jersey with my kid's name on it. There's no ever. It would never happen.
Yeah. I
Crazy.
thought so.
Yeah. Good question though. Really good. A really good. I'm known for giving very ridiculous, like overlandish sports takes that people think are me using hyperbole. They're genuinely not. I would not go to my sister's wedding if it was on the Super Bowl. I mean that.
Well, I mean, I don't think she would do that to you though.
No.
All right. That's it for our insider questions. Now we're moving on to our everydayer questions. And our first one is from Eric S. Do you see Ben Rice as the DH of the future with Garcia at first?
I can't make that answer right now while he's at his age. Like
Right.
I don't think that they can do that. Like, so the answer I'm going to give you is no. I think it would be crazy to determine that right now.
Yeah,
but I mean,
it
27. seems like that's the plan, though. I mean, I like Garcia as a player, as a hitter. I like him a lot. I don't get the move. I still don't. I like him as a player a lot. It just doesn't make sense to me because now you're in this pickle.
Yeah.
Let's hear from Kevin Sweeney, who says, if there's no 2027 season, who will play their last game for the Yankees this October?
Ooh. Well, Jazz, right?
For sure. There's no way they're gonna extend him. Possibly Trent Grisham.
I was gonna say Grisham. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. That's I don't know if there's anybody else that necessarily comes directly to mind. Because the year of service time wouldn't count. So like McMahon will be there for the next year. Garcia will be back. Ramos will be back. I'll give you a hop.
What about Stanton? That's what I was
gonna say.
Okay.
Stanton.
Yeah.
They have a buyout option this offseason. But it's not too team friendly.
Right.
I think they might cut ties if they have to wait till 2028, they'd probably cut ties.
Okay. All right. Well, coming up, we have one more everydayer question. It's the trivia question for Brian, and we will be previewing the series with Toronto.
Before we get into the rest of the show, it's time for the Everyday Icon presented by Stance. As the official sock partner of Major League Baseball, Stance knows greatness isn't built in a single moment. It's earned over time through consistency, preparation, and showing up every single day. That's why each week we're recognizing one player whose performance embodies those same qualities. And this week's Everyday Icon, I'm giving it to Ryan Yarborough. Now, I know Gerrit Cole might seem like the obvious answer going 6 innings, but Yarborough did yeoman's work saving the bullpen. They had no one available pretty much, going 3 innings, going an old tier save there with 3 innings. Love seeing that kind of stuff. So great job out of Ryan Yarborough, who deserves the Stance Award. Every day. The Everyday Icon is presented by Stance. Check out the Icon collection from Stance. It's premium comfort, performance, and durability designed for whatever your day brings. You can use promo code LOCKEDON at checkout for 20% off your purchase. Stance is the official sock partner of Major League Baseball. You can learn more at stance.com. And Locked On Yankees is also brought to you by 5 Hour Energy. If you've got a sweet tooth like I do, you know how tough it is to find that perfect treat without all the sugar. That's why the Fruity Rainbow 5 Hour Energy Shot brings that nostalgic flavor back in a whole new way. Fruity Rainbow 5 Hour Energy Shot treats your taste buds to an explosion of fruity flavor with a tasty caffeine kick. It's a quick, easy way to satisfy that sweet craving while keeping things simple and on the go. Also, it's a zero sugar treat that's a sweet tooth approved for you. I love how convenient it is too. It's a small portable shot that I can grab whenever I need a little pick me up. It's become my go-to when I want something sweet without having to go overboard. So get candy flavored chaos with Fruity Rainbow 5 Hour Energy Shots, available at n5hourenergy.com or on Amazon.
All right, welcome back. We have one more question from an everydayer, and it's for Brian. So here we go. It's from Tom Langen. I have another trivia question. Maybe I'll start keeping score between Brian and Stacey as I think of them. We'll start with Brian. Offense is down, way down. 20 years ago, the lowest team batting average was 255. Where would a 255 team average rank today? Fun fact, the team with the lowest average in 06 has the highest average now.
Yeah, I would think it ranks towards the top. I wouldn't say it is the top. I'm assuming someone's got an average higher. Where would 255 rank today? Do you have the answer?
Yes.
You do.
Yes.
I'm gonna say third or fourth. I'm gonna go fourth.
There you go. It's fourth.
Wow. Good job on me. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's typical of what Major League Baseball is nowadays. Guys, no one hits for average.
But
No
look at
one
these
hits for average.
Read those out because I can't read from here. Read the
Tampa
numbers
Bay
out.
leads the league at 261. The Dodgers are second at 259. Pittsburgh is third at 257. Colorado's fourth at 254. The Nationals are fifth at 251. Also,
Yeah.
may I note, 3 out of the top 5 teams are currently out of the playoff picture and not going to make the postseason. One of them being the Colorado Rockies. So if anything, that stat projection though, kind of, dignifies how Major League GMs right now don't consider batting average important. That gives them a lot of validity because 3 out of those 5 teams aren't sniffing the postseason.
And,
so,
the Yankees average before
is
Thursday's
awful.
game was 229.
Yeah,
as a
it's
team.
horrendous, and they're going to make the playoffs. So do with that what you will, but I wonder who's last. It's got to be like the Royals, right? Of who's last in averages. It's got to be someone that's putrid. It's got to be the Royals. They have or the A's. One of them that's horrible. But yeah, the Yankees have one of the lowest batting averages in baseball, and they're going to make the playoffs. So it really, honestly,
The Yankees are one of the worst teams in baseball by batting average. They're like second to last or somewhere around there.
On base percentage and OPS. That's these teams focus on. That's what these organizations focus on. We've been telling you all year, and that's what they focus on. So I'm proud of myself. That's my second trivia question. Well, I didn't get the first one fully right, but I got most of it right. Remember, it was the years that multiple teams have won championships.
Oh yes, yes.
But I think I did really solid on that. Like for because most of the ones that I didn't get were like.
In like the 20s and 30s.
Yeah, and it was like pre Super Bowl era.
Yeah.
So I did a really good job on that one too. Tom, I love these trivia questions. So feel free to do what you want with those because I love them.
Yeah. All right. Well, Yankees are playing the Blue Jays again. Another weekend series, but this time in New York. Now, the last I checked when I was making the rundown, Friday night's matchup was that undecided guy against Cam Schlittler. Have they changed it since I did the rundown?
Let me check quickly here, but I do not believe so.
I don't.
By the way,
so
not an easy series because undecided is still going to go. It is interesting though because the Blue Jays are coming off of taking 2 out of 3 against Tampa. So they helped the Yankees by playing bad baseball. They could help the Yankees again, but this Blue Jays team is playing really, really good baseball of late. That's multiple series in a row won for them. So. Got to be careful. I believe they've leapfrogged the Blue Jays now too. The Orioles now in the standings, by the way. The Yankees helped out on that sense too.
Yeah, I think so.
I'll be at the game on Saturday, which I know me and you talk about this that we don't go to as many games as we used to in our lives. It's only my second game of the year. I don't go a lot. I really don't. Like I sound like an old man, but it's become such a hassle to go to a game now.
Well, here's something interesting.
Sure.
The Blue Jays and Orioles are out of a playoff spot right now. The Blue Jays are a half game behind of Texas, who's now in what looks like the 3rd wild card spot, and they're tied with the Twins because they're both 63 and 65. The Blue Jays are 63 and 66, and the Orioles are 61 and 67. So
here's the thing. The Orioles and the Jays have all played better as of late. The issue with them is it's almost happening too late for them because there's so many teams that have kept themselves in the race that it's almost too little too late. They have to play exceptional baseball just to squeeze
there's
it in
a bunch of teams that are like bunched in there that could leapfrog over other teams to make those last spots. So
a good week could propel any of these teams into the spot. So that's where they kind of screwed themselves is just the late playing better at this point in the season. It was like it's too little too late almost, but we'll see. Really interesting. It's going to be really interesting end to the season here.
Yeah. So Friday night, 7:05 start again, undecided against Cam Schlittler. Then Saturday is a 1:35 start. Dylan Cease against Ryan Weathers, which is a rematch of Sunday, last week, which went in the Yankees' favor that time. So we'll see what happens on Saturday. And then
I don't think it's good for, to be honest with you, I just quick mention, I don't think it's good for Ryan Weathers. I know he dominated them, but like having the Blue Jays see him twice in 1 week. 'Cause Dylan Cease has Cy Young type stuff, but
Right.
Ryan Weathers going twice in 1 week is not a great sign for the Yankees.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. And then Sunday is also a 1:35 start, and Jose Soriano, who came over from the Angels, right? Was it the Angels
Yes,
that they got
yes.
him from?
He had a
He will
great
be
year with them,
going.
too.
Yeah, he will be going up against Carlos Rodon, and I don't believe the Yankees have seen him because, right, they missed him when they played the Angels.
No, I would think they haven't seen him probably all year. Yeah.
Right,
So we'll
because
see
they
what winds
didn't
up
see him
happening.
that time. Yeah.
No,
All right, well, that'll be
interesting
interesting.
stuff.
Yeah. We'll see how it goes, but good series against the Orioles, a sweep, something they needed to keep up with the Rays, keep ahead of the Red Sox, and just overall a good thing because they hadn't done it in over a month. And, you got to feel good because they have to know that there have been series that they could have won and they didn't because they dropped the last game.
Yep.
And going into this and doing it the way they did with good pitching and good offense, that has to feel good for them, I would think.
100%. Great series win. And again, like we said it earlier, but I love that they didn't punt this game.
Yep.
I love that they went out there and took it, and it wound up meaning a lot because the Rays lost. So great job out of them in this series.
Thank you for making Locked On Yankees your first listen every day. For your second listen, find Locked On MLB Game Night. Every game, every night until a World Series champion is crowned. Get local analysis on a national scale. You can find MLB Game Night on Locked On MLB on YouTube or wherever you listen to your podcasts. So that'll do it for this Fan Mail Friday edition of Locked On Yankees. I'm Stacey Gotsulias.
And I'm Brian McKeon. We'll catch you guys next week.